Hey there, this is Hannah with HR Partner. Just want to give you a huge thanks for signing up. We're super happy for you to be here, and I want to just give you a quick run through of all the basic things you can do with an HR partner. So, if you've been dealing with a lot of spreadsheets, piles and piles of paper on a regular basis, and you want a way to streamline things like employee leave requests, onboarding, and performance reviews, then we can help you with that. All right, so let's just jump right in. I want to show you a quick tutorial on how to get started so you can start seeing the benefit of HR Partner right away. So one of the first things you'll want to do is start adding your employees to the system. Super simple. All you need to do is click the Employees tab here on the left. And to add a new employee, you just click this green button here that says Add New Employee. And then start typing in their details. So I'll just do one as an example right here. So under employee code, this is basically where you want to add the unique identifier within your payroll system so that it can then carry over to HR Partner. But if you don't have an employee code, then don't worry about it. You can just create one in the meantime. If you have another office that's not listed, don't worry about it. You can actually change that later and add new locations as well as new departments or employment statuses. After you're done, you'll just want to make sure that this little box is checked. Click Save. In here, you can start adding more in-depth details to the employee profile. You don't have to fill out every single field right now. You can always come back later and fill out the rest. But for now, just fill out the basics. So like I said, if there's an option that you don't see that you'd like to add, you can go ahead and add that later. The one thing I want to bring to your attention is that if you want your employees to be able to log into their own self-service portals and do things like submit leave requests, view trainings, and read company announcements, then you'll just want to make sure that that's enabled within their profile. So to do that, you just scroll down and then under self-service portal, just make sure that this box is ticked. And here you'll be able to set up their login information. For their portal username, I usually recommend just using their email address because that's easiest for them to remember. And then you'll set a temporary password here, which they can change later. If you want your employee to be sent their login details automatically without you having to do anything, just tick this box right here and they'll receive an email right away with their login information. If you want to wait on that and first get a feel for the system before you send them the login information, you can actually just manually send them their login link later, in which case you would leave this unticked. After you're done, click Save. All right, you're done. And as you can see, if you go back to the Employees tab, you'll be able to see that new employee you've just entered. Here's where the magic happens. If you click their profile, you'll then be taken to their employee screen, which will show you all the things you can do within an HR partner itself. So here under modules, you can add things like internal notes. If you want to create notes on their employee profile that only you can see, you can record them by clicking here. You can also track absence and leave, assets. So if you have company laptops or phones that need to be checked out, you can track that here. Dependents, they can add who else is in their family, prior education, file attachments, grievances, interviews, performance reviews, position history, renewable documents. This is especially great if, say, they have an annual contract that they need to renew. You can track that here. Skills, as well as training. So as you can see, there's a lot you can track with an HR partner. A lot of that magic happens right here under modules in the employee profile. If you view their profile, you can also see things like the days they've been absent. You can track things like reminders and notes. You can even add custom fields here. So say you have a special training and you want to track whether or not they've taken the training, you can add that in as a custom field under the company data files tab. So I want to jump right into the leave request, as that's one of the most common questions we get from users is how can my employees submit leave requests? So the easiest way to set this up is first you go to the company tab here on the left and then go to setup and scroll down here until you get to the global options section. So you're just going to want to make sure that two areas are ticked, and that's the enable employee self-service portal. You also want to make sure that this box here is checked that says allow employees to apply for leave via the portal. After you've made sure those are checked, just click Save. And after that, your employees will see a leave button within their employee self-service portals every time they log in where they can submit leave requests. I'll show you a really quick example of what that's going to look like. When your employee logs in, they're then going to see, when they log in, leave right here on the left-hand side. So they just click that, and here they'll be able to see all their leave requests throughout history. If they want to make a new leave request, they just click this green button. So they can select who to send the application to, their manager. They can select the leave type, and then they can select how long they plan on being out. When they click submit, what's going to happen is their manager will be notified via email right away that they have a pending leave request, and that way the manager can log in and actually approve the leave request. Then whenever the employee logs into their portal, they can actually see the status of their leave request right away in their dashboard to see whether or not it's been accepted, as well as via email. And there's so much more you can do with an HR partner. But again, those are just the basic steps to getting started. We've got quite a bit of help documentation online. If you have any questions along the way, definitely check that out for more video tutorials. Just go to help.hrpartner.io. In addition, you can shoot us an email at support@hrpartner.io anytime if you have questions. There's also a chat box here on the bottom right corner where you can ping us anytime. And like I said, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions along the way. I'm here to make sure you're successful. Anyway, I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you, and have fun with HR Partner.